Go out to our Chicago bureau, and our reporter Jeff Block is here with a little tour. Jeff, good morning.
Good morning to you, Peter. Good morning from the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. You know, you're looking through the lens of the very first ever live roving camera on the floor of the Mercantile Exchange. I am standing right now in the middle of the S&P 500 pit. This is, and I want to give you the latest on the S&P. It looks like it's been trading in a fairly narrow range this morning. It's up about 0.4 of a point, but a fairly flat open is the 0.2 on Wall Street. I want to give you a walkthrough here. No one's ever done a live roving camera on the floor of the Merc before, or in fact any of the Chicago exchanges. And one of the things that's going to enable us to do is when this action happens out here in the pit, we'll be able to move from pit to pit and give you a sense of what is moving the markets. Last week, for example, we were over here and we had a 200-point swing in on the New York Stock Exchange. We began to see it first here in the S&P 500 pit. This is the biggest pit, by the way, here at this floor of the Merc. And so we would be able to walk up to those traders and give you a sense for what they think is moving the markets. So that enables us to really be much more nimble over here. I want to give you a quick run through, and this is a great opportunity because this is before trading kicks off. We're about 45 minutes away from the open, so no one in the pits right now, and you got to get a unique look at the Merc. These are this is a cattle pit over here. To my left is the hog pit, and of course we wouldn't want to get away without showing you perhaps one of the classic pictures of Chicago. This is the pork belly futures pit. So throughout the day today and throughout many of the days here on Fox Business Network, we'll be combing the floors of both the Merc and the Chicago Board of Trade, these two exchanges having merged this year in an $8 billion deal that makes this the world center for futures trading, and of course much of the world coming here to Chicago to try and manage its risk. Oh, hey, one quick thing before we get away. I want to show you this. Take a peek in there, Bob. This is the milk pit. And again, this opens in about 3/4 of an hour. And this is the last pit where they, if you spin back around, Bob, the last pit where they actually write the numbers on a dry erase board. So the greatest technology in the world here in Chicago, and perhaps
still
some
needs
of the
magic
greatest
markers.
history as well. You know, it used to be chalkboards, but that kind of got a little messy. So the dry erase works much better.
Hey, Jeff, let's just bring this home for the folks at home. The reason why we're out there is because these pits, these trading places, are where the prices of commodities like milk and eggs and pork bellies, which, by the way, is the stuff they make bacon from. This is where all those prices are set. So even though we want to stay away from jargon, it's important to follow this, the pricing and the trading in these pits, because it ends up being what folks pay for their goods in the grocery store.
It's a fascinating story here, and this is, you know, particularly here in the futures pits, this is where you start to see the first rumblings. This is where you get some sense of what's going to happen down the road. So as we look at all these pits here, and there's another floor, we'll show you another floor. We'll also show you today the Globex Nerve Center. That is the place where most of the trading is done these days electronically, not so much in these pits anymore, although the pits are still very, very active. We'll show you that as well. And in a couple of hours' time, we're going to have Terry Duffy, who is the chairman of the Merc, and he'll give us a complete tour of this place. It is fascinating to see it, and I think we'll drive it home for you. We'll make it in such a way that you can understand it, although there's plenty to understand down here at the Chicago Merc.
All right, Jeff, thanks for that.